this 2-pack, they made it with the alternate heads, so you can either do the original with Patrick Stewart and I can't remember what the guy's name is that played the original Magneto, or you can do the first class version or the younger versions of them of Professor X and Magneto. And James McAvoy is the one that plays the young Professor X. I can't remember the one that plays the young Magneto either, but and what's awesome is with the Professor X, you not only get the original and the first class versions, but you also get the helmeted and unhelmeted versions of both, which is awesome. And Magneto gets one extra set of hands, and Professor X gets an extra set of hands and one extra. So, the original X-Men movies and the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire are sort of like the main movies that really got me into loving superheroes. So these figures really have a special place in my heart, and I tend to like Patrick Stewart and the original X-Men a little bit better than the newer ones with James McAvoy and stuff. That's probably just because, they're the original and sort of have a special place in my heart, but I do like the new versions as well. And these figures are even cooler now, since we got to see Professor X in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which was pretty cool. It's sad that he had to die in that one though, and very violently by Scarlet Witch. But anyway, back to these figures. These figures are awesome. Some of my favorite ones. So let's do a close-up of Professor X real quick. He's got a really good head sculpt. It looks just like Patrick Stewart. The other one looks just like James McAvoy. I'll show you that real quick. James McAvoy one down there. It looks just like him. And it's just awesome. And I like the details on his face and everything. I think this might be like reused, but anyway. And then the wheelchair. It's pretty awesome. And I feel like that's a big addition or a big accessory, I guess, but it's like you have to have that with Professor X. And then we will go to Magneto. He's got a pretty good face or head sculpt as well. You can't see it all that well through the helmet on that, but you can a little bit. I like the detailing on his suit. There's not a whole lot of texturing. There's a little bit up here above this area. There's a little bit on his cape. The paint that they did on the helmet looks really good. As far as the legs and everything, there's not a whole lot of detailing on the legs. And the other head sculpts look really good. That looks just like the actor. And this one, for the most part, looks like the actor that plays the younger version of Magneto. That one's pretty good. So back up to these figures. We'll go back to, I think we'll stand him up for a second. Not much really on the back, just sort of the suit. Not really much else to go over on him. And then, on Magneto here. Looks pretty good. The back part of the cape don't look too bad. I mean, there's not a whole lot of texturing or anything on it, but it don't look bad. Now let's lift up the a decent amount. Rotation, pretty good. His arms go up about like that far. He does have double jointed elbows, but they have pins in them. I really wish they would have just not done the pins, but probably just reuse this figure, or like the body part. The wrist goes down just a little bit. There we go. Goes up, not very much. Alright, and there's an ab crunch underneath there, but you can't really bend much. Just a little bit. The coat and stuff sort of restricts it. There is a waist cut, so you can rotate. You can kick up that far. Alright, and then double jointed knees, which also have pins in the knees. And rotate, or go down just a little bit there. Go back just barely, not even really that much. They do rotate. And that is pretty much the articulation on him. Not much else on the wheelchair. We'll set you back down, sir. Sir Patrick. There you go. Just chill out there. Or get your buddy Magneto here. Okay, so then for the articulation of this guy, Magneto. Alright, so the head can go up just a little, go down about that much. Rotation. No, not very much. Can't really rotate it that much. Arms. Oh, heads are rolling over here. You can go up about that far. Double jointed elbows. And pinless, which is nice. I like when they do the pinless ones. Oh shit. Sorry, I about broke something. Alright, and wrist goes down like that. Oh shoot, popped this. Oh my gosh. Doesn't go up much. Over breaking everything today. Alright, and ab crunch. He crunches about that far. And goes back a decent amount. That's cool that they have detailing right here. I don't know if you can see it. They're right underneath here. Pretty good. It's like texturing. He does not have a waist cut. He does have a thigh cut. And Professor X also has a thigh cut. I forgot to tell you that. And whoop, he can go up about that far. Double jointed knees, which are also pinless. And he has a calf cut. So he can rotate this part, which is his calf. And then his ankle goes down that far. Up a little bit. And rotation. Pretty good. Oh, he's rotating his whole leg. No, stop it. See? Alright, so that does it for the articulation and everything. And Magneto. So now I am gonna take you over to my X-Men / Deadpool shelf. Oh, dang it. And show you where these two Articulation, so